V.
I love it.
At this point, 2 months after Frosk's rant against sexism in gaming, saying that women don't exist to be easy on the eyes for you, saying that if you think a woman might be attractive in some way, well, that's just weird. And of course, G4Tv backed her up. As a result, they lost thousands of subscribers. And now everyone's tuned in to see what Frosk has to say. How is she gonna react to what G4 is now doing? It seems to me and to everyone else like this is exactly what Frosk was saying was wrong. This is what G4 was saying was wrong 2 months ago, until they realized that they needed to change something. This is the only thing that Frosk has said in the past, 24, 48 hours that people can really point to and be like, I wonder what she's talking about. Today is a day that I verbally shoved my foot up someone's verbal ass. No context, just a very vague tweet. And of course, if you scroll through the replies, you can see everyone saying, how is that going to be possible? You've already shoved your foot in your mouth over and over again. Why don't you start with G4?
G4 Frosk having yet another meltdown. We've all been waiting for this one because of the appearance of Amouranth on G4TV, seemingly moving away from everything they stood by just a few months ago, with Frosk chastising and attacking the entire fan base, calling everyone sexist, saying you can't jerk off to the previous host because they weren't meant to be easy on the eyes for you. And now here G4 is, after losing thousands and thousands of subscribers, after seeing a dwindling fan base. Now here's G4 bringing Amouranth out. Now, as I said in a previous video, I have no problem with her and I have no problem with what she does. My problem is the hypocrisy of G4 and how they truly don't believe in anything they say they do, because it's all projection.
In this one, Amouranth strokes her pussy. Well, a pussy. And this pussy just happens to be orange, hates Mondays, likes lasagna, and it's apparently vintage, which just makes me feel old. And maybe it's a sign I've watched too many of these, but the other girl, Minx, she's pretty funny. It's weird.
They were doing this like name your price shit, and they brought on everybody's favorite Twitch chick, and that you know what she does if you know what she does. And yeah, so it's hosted by Austin Show and Will Neff, and they bring her on. And yeah, let's just say it was a lot of objectifying of women going on, and certainly Amouranth doesn't mind that, because that's all that it is she does. So as you can see here, she's in this fucking ball pit. She's got on a fucking bikini. She was making comments about, hey, blue balls have made her a millionaire. She's also gone on and she was playing with like some fucking shake weight or some shit. So it was an interesting, yeah, there it is right there. Interesting fucking nonetheless.
The days after G4TV abandoned, essentially ignored Froskuren's viral rant, which essentially called everyone a neckbeard incel. They've ignored that and gone back to maybe some of their roots, so to speak, by bringing in some spicy individuals to get some eyeballs on their show. And the one person, whether you think it's fair or not, I think it's probably fair, who's taking the most flack from this is, of course, the Froskuren one.
So they're like, what's Frosk thinking? You know, what are her thoughts on this? But you didn't have anything to say about the objectified woman on your show. Under the rant you had, Amouranth shouldn't exist to be easy on the eyes. Amouranth shouldn't be there for you to objectify. These two shouldn't be competing to see who's more bangable. Flying in the face of the rant that you had. That's what's funny about this. And all that big talking, nothing to say. You would think if you were so principled, you'd probably walk away from G4TV because they're kind of a bunch of hypocrites, aren't they? She knows that she fucked up, and people are calling her out.